to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And towing the slab in this one, Merrill Kelly. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And another ball. Just missed. That one fouled off. And the 3-1. That one misses.
Nope, that's
so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, center fielder.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Foul ball there. On the ground right side, the underhand flip, wanted second to first, double play, nicely done. Base is empty after the double play. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one drilled left field and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing went around. 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. That one lifted to left. Gurriel has a beat on it. And that is that. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This one in the air. Okamoto settles underneath it, and there's one down. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under this one. 2 away down. Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
That's ball 2.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Gone. He sends one out the opposite way. The Diamondbacks score first. It's 1-0. Here's Nolan Arenado. Slider right there. This one in the air, right field. Snags it on the run. And that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. That's off the mark. Ball one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Ripped on a line. Carroll takes it in for the out. One away. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Okamoto getting to start at third. 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Oh, and he's trying for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Thomas running hard to get it. Takes it in for the out. Here's Andres Jimenez.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say it's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Man on second, 2 down. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll circle the bases at the plate. Alejandro Kirk. He swings and fouls one off. This one in the air. Marte settles underneath it. And that's the third out. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning, Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. The 0-1. And there's a base hit to right field. And the tying run is on base.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swings through that.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting seventh.
One out man at first. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. This one popped up. Jimenez under it. 2 down. Alec Thomas now.
Center fielder, Alec Thomas.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Inside. Ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a big swing and a miss. Ripped to right. The throw in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today. And that's for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Fly to left his first time. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Just a slow ground ball this time. On to first, and that is the inning. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. Back here in the desert as we go to the last of the third. Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Well, these Diamondbacks definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. He popped out his first time.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Towards first, Guerrero takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Ketel Marte. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there, out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Here's Corbin Carroll now, the former first-round pick back in 2019 by the Diamondbacks. The kid from Seattle that grew up getting to watch Ichiro play. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2. That misses. 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Start of the fourth, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Santander checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Check swing, now an appeal to third. Didn't go. The 2-1. Way out front for strike two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's a little bit low. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted.
And makes the grab. And there's one down. One out man at first. And now for the Jays, George Springer. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belly. Bottom of the fourth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Nolan Arenado. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Hauls it in for the out. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Single to right in his first trip.
That's a ball. Nope. That's inside.
Home team down a run here on opening day. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. This one in the air, center field. Out number 2. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Inside ball.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. One, two now. And a swing and a miss. We go to the top. The 5th. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Kelly back to work.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. That
Ball
misses
2.
the zone. Ball 2. That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball 1.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike 2. And that skips in the dirt. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Addison Barger.
What do you got?
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up. Two down, nobody on. And now 2-1. Hard liner. And foul ball. 2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Back here at Chase Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Alek Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Fouled off left side. Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ildemaro Vargas. He's 0 for 1. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Perdomo stands in now, looks at that one inside. And he grounds one to the right side. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
A couple of singles back to back. The kind of
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mason Fluharty.
still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's the third. Here's one.
He's out of there.
Over to first.
He's
safe.
in there.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Two on, 2 outs. And that one is inside ball 1. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Santander on the move. That is the inning. Back here in the desert. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. In the air out to center. Dives and it gets by. And the tying run is on base.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hey!
And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Tying run is at first here on opening day. In the air to left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's got it. That's out number 2. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Ball inside.
Blue Jays down a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
inside.
inside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Foul ball.
In the air, right field. Carroll moving under this one. And that is that. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Smith standing. And now Torey Lovullo making a move for a new. Carlos Santana. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho settles under this one. One down. So up next, Gabriel Moreno. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Gurriel. Swings and misses. That's one. Two down, nobody on. Outside. And the count 1-2. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. And for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball, that's outside.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And that's a strikeout looking. Here's George Springer. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Swings through that one. 0-1. Thomas running hard to get it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. And that's downstairs. 2-2. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw, but he's in there easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Outside low, ball 1. tying run at second base. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, right field. Carroll hustling after it. And that's the third out. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Short hop liner, handled it short. It's there, and that's a great play. Now up next for Arizona, Ildemaro Vargas. 1 for 2. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So now back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 3.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he could turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
That's a ball.
Check swing, he held up, and that is ball 1. To the right side, Clement tosses to first. They get the out on Marte, and the inning is over. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. Addison Barger, new pitcher on here, Hayden Stroud.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one. And there's a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Ernie Clement now at the plate. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. In the air, left field. And there's 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. The Diamondbacks trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon, it's strike 2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
That's down and in. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in the desert. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. On the ground to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's back-to-back singles for them, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So man aboard. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Nolan Arenado. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
In the dirt and no movement on the bases. It's ball one.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering misses. Ball three.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Runner on the go. Out towards right center field. Varsho in position. Takes it in for the out. And here is Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 3 in this one. Quick toss to first. And he's back in on a dive. Runner on the go. It's a pitch out. Runner goes again. Hard hit, knocks it down. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and he beats it. He's safe.
All over that one right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now he steps off. Digging in, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swing and a miss at a slider. Gurriel gets a piece. Gonna count 1 and 2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Comes out trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Nice grab. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. That's down and in. A slider missed. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Next offering is downstairs. And the tying run is on base.
Up next, For the Blue Jays,
Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Just missed. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Blue Jays have just one out left here. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Nope.
And that misses. And that's ball one.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
There you
Check
go.
swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Good eye in that spot.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And that's the ball game. 4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol. Conejo, ahora los miro de arriba y de lejos. Ey. No contesto DM, no. Hablen con mi manejo, pero yo soy Coco, usted de Viking. Busca el título.